Hello, hello, fam. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope that you are absolutely doing fabulous on this beautiful Thursday. I'm going to give you just a few minutes for people to log on live. I'm going to check my Facebook Live before I get started in conversation. I am going to be presenting to you tonight Precious L. Williams. However, my queen has actually been designated to get an award tonight. So what we decided to do rather than postpone the event is to put it off until 6 o'clock. She actually was ready to go. She's one of the last awardees, and they were 20 minutes late, which then impacted her being here with us. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to have a chat with you live and just have a conversation with you. Precious is amazing. If you haven't heard about her, you definitely want to chime in. So rather than 5 p.m. as we normally kick off, we'll be kicking off at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Precious is the killer pitch master. She's been on Shark Tank. She can really help any entrepreneur with developing the perfect pitch. She's phenomenal. So please do chime back in. It'll give you some more time to get prepared for her. In the meantime, until that time, I just wanted to take a few minutes to kind of share my thoughts with you with all that's going on in the world, especially as it pertains to George Floyd and the recent verdict of guilty. I want to say to each and every one of us that we are all going through something. I can't even imagine what the family is going through. I can't. I cannot put myself in those shoes, other than I know that it leaves me with anxiety. It leaves me with heartache. It leaves me feeling sad. And although we did get a guilty verdict, and we should be happy that he was held accountable, I also want to say that let's continue to keep the pressure on and make sure that we are holding everyone accountable for their actions. It's very important if we are going to rise above this and really create a world of inclusivity, that we don't rest on our laurels and have false expectations. I firmly believe in my spirit, the reason why I created this FIT platform is because it didn't exist. Black women were an afterthought. We were not a forethought when ever doing anything. And I have to be honest with you, now that I look at social media, I look at LinkedIn, I look at companies, I really do see some of them really making the effort to make the turn and truly make a difference in the lives of those who deserve it. And I am a firm believer that when I speak often, I speak of Black women and I also speak of women of color. And I find them to be into two distinct categories. And I don't include them because I don't want one to overplay the other ones. And the reason that I do that is because I feel like Black women are the least respected in this world. We've been the most disrespected and the least regarded, yet and still we are the most educated. We are consumers by heart, and we spend the money with these major corporations, and yet and still we find ourselves walking through these barriers. It's so funny to me that I often hear people say about a glass ceiling, and I don't think it's a glass ceiling. The thing about glass ceilings in my mind is that they're penetratable. And what I mean by that, you can penetrate them if you hit them at the right point. What you can do is shatter the glass and leave a weakness where you can actually push through. That's not the case for Black women. For us, it's more like a brick ceiling. And if you know anything about bricks, you can't penetrate a brick. You have to have the right tools, like a sledgehammer. And at best, you might be able to shatter one brick. But in order to truly shatter a brick ceiling, it takes for you got to demolish it. You got to blow it up. And for us, it has been our experience that every time we do that, there's always one brick or two bricks that have been put in the place of one. And so we're forever finding ourselves in this perpetual motion. I find that for us, not only as Black women, but as Black people in a world that we're forever trying to prove ourselves. And I just want to say today to anybody who's listening, we have an opportunity right now. And I'm going to say to you, it's time for us to stand up and for our voices to be heard. It's not time to be quiet. It's not time to be politically correct. I think you have to speak your truth. And if I know the people that I know, we always come from a heart of gold. I really believe that. I don't think we're a mean-spirited person. So what do I mean by that? You have to take the action. When you see things that are not being done right within your organization or within those you're around, you got to speak up. And when you're speaking up, I also ask you to come with a plan of action. Don't speak up just to speak up. Come with a solution. Come with an offering, a different way in which to approach. And even with this, and circling back to everything I said is really about Black women, but also about George Floyd. In representation and belief of what he's done and what he's stood for, it's time for us as a people to stand up. Stand up and be accountable. Let's not wait until the 11th hour. Get into action. Get into action in political policy within your community, wherever you are. Get into action with holding your local representative responsible. You elected them to office. And if you did not, still hold them accountable to the truth. We cannot afford to sit back any longer. I firmly believe that when we come together, that we can do more good than we can do harm. And when we lift our voice in a way of unity, in a way of love, in a way of respect, and a way of admiration, and still can hold others accountable, we'll always rise. I wanted to say to those out there that are just through all the tragedy, just feeling a certain kind of way of, whether it be anxiety, whether it be stress, whether it be the weight of the world, I want to say to you, I've created a community for you where we do storytelling. My platform is created by a Black woman for Black women and women of color. I'm here to uplift and encourage and inspire you, to provide you with storytelling by experts, by people who have actually traveled your path. I have created a community that stands together, that believes in you and everything that you're about. All you need to do is to tap in. My goal this year is to reach 50 million women, and I cannot do that alone. It's going to take support. The only way that I can do that is with you. How do you help me? Very simply, 1, log on to my YouTube, subscribe. 2, like my, whether it be Instagram or my Facebook, and then sign up for my newsletter. We have great information for you. You can sign up for any of my classes that I'm offering. The bottom line is that I'm here to support you. I'm here to create a platform that uplifts you and inspires you. I'm not an afterthought. I'm not the person you're coming to that thought about you as an afterthought. I was in corporate America for 30 years, so I speak to you from experience. I've worked for the best of them. I've worked for Hewlett Packard. I've worked for Dell. I've worked for EMC. I've worked for Yahoo. I've called on Boeings. I've called on the Verizons. I've called on pretty much every company that is out there, even retail. I've called on them from a technology perspective. And the thing that I will say to you is that this is long overdue for us to be in positions, with whether it be in the C-suite or in executive management, is long overdue. There's no excuses. I know too many people. I've already had on my platform over 100 interviews that demonstrates that the women are out there. It's just a matter of tapping into. And I really invite corporate America, when you are thinking about your diversity strategy, your DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, make sure you have somebody at the table that represents those that you're trying to attract. That's only the right thing to do. And you don't do it from a sense of you have to do it. I think that carries a certain weight with it that we don't need. You do it because you want to get the right people in the room to have the right conversation. I was sharing this with a great friend of mine today, that when you set a table, you invite everybody. But the thing about it is not everybody's going to eat the same food. You have some people who are vegetarians. You have some people who are meat eaters. They love steak. Although I'm trying to be a vegetarian, I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. You have some people who eat fish, but you bring it to the table for a different perspective. And that's why you want to do it. You want a different perspective. You want a different voice that can give you the lens into what it means to tap into me as a Black woman, what it really means, not on the surface. Don't put pictures up that just show us in your media campaigns and that just show us because that's your way of saying that you're integrating Black people. We see through that. We really see through that. What you need to do is, if you need a consultant or a Black consultant to come in and give you some consultative insight on how to tap into a demographic that you're not familiar with, then call on them. I am so proud. I'm so honored to do the work that I do, to bring these amazing women to you, because I want to demonstrate to you that they really are out there. And when we work together and not in separation and not in flight and not making each other wrong, and like all of that stuff to me is distraction. It's distraction. What is our end goal? I had a great conversation with a mentor of mine the other day, and he is an executive for a bio company. But he said the reason why you want diversity, the real reason why you want diversity, is because you can continue to excel doing what you want, what you're currently doing. But if you want to accelerate, and I think that's the mindset we should all be in. How do we accelerate? How do we grow? How do we get bigger? How do we get stronger? And how do we get better? And for all of my entrepreneurs and women that are in corporate, I want you to tell you, I really believe that our time is now. It truly is our time. There's no excuses, but it's time for each of us to step up and be accountable for what you want to manifest in your life. So I didn't mean to go on a rampant, but they gave me a few extra minutes. And so I thought I'd take advantage of it. You, again, are going to love this amazing person that I'm going to bring to you at 6 o'clock. Her name is Precious L. Williams. She is amazing. And to each and every one of you, I want to say a heartfelt blessing to all those who are suffering from the loss of a family member, because somebody didn't honor them. Somebody didn't respect their humanness. Somebody had something else in their heart other than love. And there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can't make this stuff up. It just doesn't. You can't make it up. We have to start being accountable. But I want to say to you, my heart goes out to you. I have two amazing, beautiful Black sons who I love from the bottom of my heart. And I could never imagine what that would feel like. I don't ever want to imagine that, or would I ever wish that on anybody. And to those of us who are still here, we must continue to rise, and we must continue to work together in community in everything that we do. I believe when we do, we can truly change the world. And when you come from a heart of love, there's no wrong in that. You can only go upward. We are far stronger together than we are separate. So I want to look at a few of the comments that have been given thus far, just to make sure that I can answer any questions before I go off. Hey, Kathy Adams, that's my partner in crime. We just did the most amazing thing. We had an opportunity to work with Audrey Decker. And Audrey Decker is the founder, along with her husband, T-Bolt, of Street Art for Mankind. And she's working in conjunction with the United Nations and their campaign to end world hunger. And they actually got a Nobel Peace Prize. This woman is phenomenal. She's from Paris, but she now lives in New York. She brought out to the city of Oakland an artist who I happened to meet and have dinner with. And his name is Victor Ash. And Victor Ash painted this amazing mural that you have to, if you haven't, please do log on to my page so that you can see it. That's my wonderful son calling me. I'll have to call him back. but you'll have to take a look at it. It is amazing. It's a little girl holding a piece of wheat, running through a grass, saying, basically shining hope and light for everyone. And it's an interactive piece of art. So if you put your camera up to it, it will give you history about it. It'll tell you where it's from, why it was created, and all the above. Well, my partner in crime, I'm the vice chair of the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce and proud to serve. And my president, Kathy Adams, and I, in less than 10 days, that's how long it took him to paint the mural. And he's the only one in the world that does this specific technique in 10 days to put together an event where we brought the mayor of Oakland, we brought every city official, we brought Dwayne Wiggins of Tony. He immediately, I called him and Dwayne didn't even hesitate. He said yes, 3 times Grammy winner. We also had fantastic Negrito, also 3 Grammy winner, show up. The room was filled, all for a good cause, the cause of humanity, which shows you that when we show up, anything is possible. And I was so honored. I was so honored to work with Kathy. Kathy, thank you for your leadership. I'm looking forward to the amazing things that we are doing in our community. Our chamber won Chamber of the Year last year. Thank you, Mr. Ron Busby of the U.S. Black Chamber. We won Chamber of the Year because when we saw a problem, rather than complaining about it, we got into action and we raised over $1 million to support our Black-owned businesses. That's what I'm talking about now, community. When we come together, anything is possible. In business, anything is possible. In community, anything is possible when we come together. And I'm just so proud of the work that we are doing and we continue to do. Greg T says, I'm here to support Black women. Yay! Yay! We so deserve it. Alicia Marie, oh my God, of Coco Noir is amazing. She's absolutely amazing. She and her partner in crime, her partner in shine, has created a wine business, but what they do is import wines, ethnic wines from around the world. And it's the most beautiful thing that you want to see. You see people like Alicia that are really stepping up and not talking about it, but really being about it. She just said, I just pitched my business today for the East Bay Foundation Community Center. I've pitched in 5 competitions so far and enjoy it. Keep going, Alicia. We need you. And thank you for being a part of my community. You know that I love and support you. Stephen Parker says blessings to all. Well, I'm not gonna continue to go on, although I could. Anybody who knows me knows that loss of words is not what I'm good at. I can speak, but I just wanted to stop by for a moment just to again send my condolences out to the families that have been impacted by a family member being lost by the hands of a policeman. Oh my God, I have Zai Warren on the phone. Hello, Zai. Zai asked the question. Zai says, tell us about your Fit for the Future residency program. Okay, thank you, Zai. Zai is amazing. First of all, Zai, I have a team, I have a community. I probably mentor over 100 girls, women, I should say, young women, young Black women, college graduates. They're all phenomenal. Zai is on my team, and Zai has a day job. She works in corporate America. She loves what she does, but she also supports me in the effort that I'm doing. And she is the one who writes my blogs. So if you ever go onto my website, please do read my blogs. They are amazing. And she taps into my energy. I don't know how she does it, but she speaks my language every time she writes. I write a little something and then she just stretches it. She also does my entire newsletter, and I don't know what I would do without her. Her skills are beyond measure, but everybody on my team, it's the same way, whether they're all just phenomenal women. So the Resident Fit for the Future is a residency program that I've created where we are looking to hire. We only take a small portion of individuals, but if you're interested, it's on my website. We're hiring a total, I don't think it's more than 10. And what you do is go through a 90-day program where I teach you the fit methodology. The FIT methodology is a mind construct, and it stands for faith, intuition, and tenacity. Faith, intuition, and tenacity. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. Is believing in the impossible. I help you to develop your dream. Intuition, learning how to trust yourself. Tenacity, the will to just go get it done. So we take you through the FIT, and then we also take you through finance. And then we also take you through how to position yourself, whether you want to go into corporate or whether you want to start off as an entrepreneur. We equip you with the resources and skills that you need to do that. And in turn for that, the residency program is a volunteer program, but you walk away with some valuable skills, and you can talk to anybody that's been a part of my program. They will tell you. As a matter of fact, the last 5 that I have had have all been promoted, whether they've gotten a new job making 2 to 3 times more their salary, or whether they've been promoted within their company, every single last one of them. So there are tangible results that you get going through the program. We also have a mentorship at part of the program where you're able to mentor with the people that I have on my platform. My goal is to inspire you. I have a goal to reach 50 million women this year, and I'm going to do that, but I can't do it without you. I need your support. This residency program is another way in which you can support. If you want to learn more about what I'm doing and you want to get involved, please log on to admin@CherylGrant.com. Admin@CherylGrant.com, and Cheryl is spelled with an S. I want to say I'm so thankful. The support, I'm telling you, the overwhelming support for people just telling me the need for this platform and the appreciation for this platform. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for believing in me and my dream and what I'm trying to accomplish in the world. We're all about connecting the dots, connecting the dots. And by the way, I got my patent on my business, Kinectdots, which is my technology company that we're building out. But we'll talk about that another time. This is, I have a foundation, the EKM Foundation. It's a 501c3 nonprofit where I give away my services for free to those who can't afford it. So I am all about community. I walk my talk. I believe in the work that I'm doing, and I believe in you. And I believe that our best is yet to come. Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare lose sight. Just believe. And when you are in your point of where you're not feeling heard, join a community that can help you to help bridge that gap until you get to the other side. And you can join me. You can join me on my journey to inspire 50 million women. Sign up today. I want to thank you for listening to me. And if you have any questions, again, log on to admin@CherylGrant.com. Okay, we'll be logging on again in about another 35 minutes, and we'll be bringing this amazing woman. You don't want to miss her, so please do log in. I'll be sending out the link here shortly. God bless, take care, and we'll talk soon.